Hey, this will be a video chart on OCBG, OC Beverages Incorporated. Very nice looking chart here. Before I get started, I want to note to please check my IRP disclaimer. With that being said, let's get started. This chart is in a nice little uptrend. Basically, since back here in early March, it put in its final lows down in this section of the chart, and since then has gradually been moving upwards, putting in higher and higher lows. And as you know, that's the name of the game. Assuming you're long, you want to see lows being put in higher and higher. So with that being said, the first thing I want to start off with this chart is just drawing the nice uptrend we do have. You can see that essentially it's bounced off this line 3 times. So I'm going to change this to green for support and make it extra thick to represent this being the key area of support. But looking down here through the history of the chart, you can see that this is where it started, but we won't count that as a bounce. But the price came up, pulled back, didn't quite hit it, but close enough, bounced. Right here, hit it directly, nice bounce up. And then right here, twice has hit it, and the price has now started to head back up. So that is the first thing that I really like about the chart, is the nice little uptrend that we have moving. And remember what an uptrend is. It's people that need to put in higher bids in order to get shares, because people aren't willing to sell as low as they low as they used to. So this just shows that bids have needed to be increasing in order for people to get shares if they want them. The other good thing about the chart that I like, besides obviously the green action today, was check out this volume bar. Big volume coming into it today. That's what we want to see, and that's just a good sign. If we go back here and look through the history of the chart, you can see the last time we got a big volume bar, like we did right here, you can see that volume did precede price, as the next 2 days the price carried on upwards with a nice percentage gain. So notice that we do have that situation once more today with the volume today coming in. So hopefully this will be a start of the chart moving upwards to retest some previous highs. I'd encourage you to go back and look at the fundamentals of this company. They got some interesting stuff going on. So basically, and the chart backs it up, since March here, things have been going higher and higher, so the market does like what they see thus far from the company. So now let's talk about some resistance levels. Like I said, support-wise, we have our support trend line here. We also have this purple line, which is the 50-day simple moving average. That's valued at 12 cents. But for the fun stuff here, let's find these resistance levels. The first resistance is going to kind of be more of just a little minor one, I think, but it's going to be right up here. At this level. I'm pulling it from looking at where we had a low here and then acted as resistance. This level is at 23 cents. So we closed it at 19, not too far off it. I'm going to leave this line skinny because, yes, it is a resistance, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to be some sort of big, huge problem to get through it. After this resistance, this is when things look like they'll become pretty fun, because the next resistance isn't up until this level here at 30 cents. Now I am going to make this line a little thicker because I do think it'll be a pretty hefty level to try to get through. There's quite a bit of history. You can see that back here the price bounced off it a few times, then right here bounced off it again. But the good news with hefty resistance levels like this is if and when they do fall, usually big moves follow. So yes, it might be kind of hard to get through, but if the price can get through it, then you're really looking at a nice mover in terms of the potential of the stock. Especially if we shrink up the chart here, you can see that resistance levels really thin out, and after 30 cents, the next one's not even really up here until probably around 45 cents. So one step at a time, but 30 cents is going to be the key overall resistance. 23 cents being the short-term one. But once again, don't be intimidated. Yes, 30 cents may be hard to get through, but if the bulls can push through it, then there's really quite a bit of nice upside potential to the chart. So I'd encourage you to get this one on your radars, and make sure you don't lose sight of it. If there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody, and it's all free. We've been making some good money together with our alerts and so forth, so I'd encourage you to go to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this was OCBG. Thanks for listening.